Here we go. Go.
Give the ball running right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Hall. It'll be a gain of 5. It's going to bring up the third at about 7 left.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
14 yards on the play. That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Running left, it's Hall. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go, tonight. 222, 222. Right.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The Vikings' 22-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready?
Here's Fields. Over the middle next to Taylor, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
A 10-yard
The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on first and goal. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Here we go. Go.
Fields now to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they'll make sure he's touched down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Well, they have the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3, so maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on the defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. looking to put a drive together. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
He was taken down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt at 45. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And this one's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd.
Don't jump.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th
So
down.
on 4th down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York.
For the Jets.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure was on both sides. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Now McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To the air with McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Look in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
McCarthy is set to throw it. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing is McCarthy. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get it. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Jets 3. Will Reichard the kickoff for the Vikings.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he has no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. 3:30.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is intercepted. Now he's free to midfield. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
The
Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second down at the 23-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So in jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. And inside give to Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end. Moore, the man in motion. On play action. Now McCarthy. Quick throw there is incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Flushed out right. Shot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking in zone for Jones. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And this one is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. From the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On play action, Fields. And that is incomplete. Fields
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think they're going to go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second down, another shot for Jones. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Vikings 14.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver.
And that takes us from second to third down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now it's Fields. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here we go. We're good.
They snap it to Fields. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard.
And getting this just shy of midfield and spotted at the 49.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Jets. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Fields going to change things up here.
Extend.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
The false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Here we go. All right.
Here's Fields.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Intended for
That certainly
Xavier
appeared to be a
Gibson.
play call where they were
Incomplete.
just trying to make second down,
covered by
second
Brian
and short.
Asamoah.
I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second
Here
down.
we go. Green 19, green 19. All right.
To the air again, Fields.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Here's Fields.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Results in a fourth down.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Don't jump. First right. 5 is side.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
Xavier Gibson.
The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't
Result of the
work.
play
And
is
the
a turnover
Vikings,
on
they have the
down.
football now in excellent field position. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On play action, McCarthy out to his left. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, the plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he will have the first down. And even with the 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this nearly all the way down now.
First down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? That's going to be caught. And they were able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Here we go.
Jones. He is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Aaron Jones
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
and the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them?
Oh, no,
going to fake it.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Fields.
It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't come in.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields.
As he releases it, and now thrown incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Fields now to throw.
Incomplete. Down 8 seconds now. Yeah, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here we go.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.